About a big deal that was just launched earlier, I think, this month. Was it when it was last week?
Sunday.
And what it is the Oak Stove Kitchen's 8 or 16 count of the individual crustless quiches. Every time these come in, I so enjoy them. I absolutely
love these. Look at the cheese.
Gooey, and there's no crust with this. The price on this is going to go up at the end of the day. So I invite you to go ahead and place your order as I go through the choices. I'm going to say hi to Marie-Louise Ludwig, who is here with us to talk about Oak Stove Kitchen, and then invite you to call us too if you've had the same experience that I've had.
We would love that. That'd be fun.
Here at home and also out at restaurants. So I'll share that story with you in just a second. But here are your choices. Again, we have 2 ship weeks. You can get them shipped immediately, or you can have them shipped May 5th. Now, if you want them for Easter for a brunch, we will get them to you. So place your order for the at-once delivery. If you want them for a future, then the offer for May 5th is there for you. We have all 8 or 16 in the bacon tomato cheese. We'll talk about that. Or you can get them in the delicious tomato pesto, which is another flavor profile that is relatively new, isn't it?
Yeah,
right.
But tomato pesto has the tomato in it with the cheese.
Right.
The other one's bacon.
The other one's bacon. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're offering again is an opportunity to get either. If you want, you can get them. Again, when you double the offer, you save $5. And this does not have an auto delivery option. So unfortunately with this, if you are looking to stock up, then you've got to stock up. So I told this story many times. Marie-Louise has heard it probably too many times.
I love it every time.
But I went out to a restaurant and we had delicious quiches. And I said to the waitstaff, do you know whose these are? And they actually went back into the kitchen, and guess what? They were Oak Stove, because that's what this company does. They supply all of those 5-star hotels and restaurants with beautiful breakfast foods like this.
Yeah.
But of course, this could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner as far as I'm concerned.
And 2 good things here today. Number 1, our QVC family loves the bacon and the cheese. Monterey Jack and Swiss cheese in there. It hasn't been on for a while, so that's back.
I messed up. It does have auto delivery.
Okay.
So even perfect. So auto delivery every 90 days for a year. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Fork back into that.
Okay.
So the bacon, the Monterey Jack, and the Swiss cheese, and all the locally sourced herbs and fresh eggs and heavy cream is back. Has not been on for a while. At the same time, our QVC family is always saying to us, can you give us something new? And what we've given you, I am calling an Italian summer in a quiche, because this is vine-ripened roasted tomatoes, a scratch-made pesto with fresh basil, and then it has mozzarella and Parmesan cheeses in there. So savory, so full of flavors, so unique and special and delicious. Good any time of the day, but so is the bacon and cheese.
Agree.
Yep, you want to try that one?
Have
you tried that one yet?
No, I have not.
So we're going down to Atlanta, Georgia. Oak Stove Kitchen, 35 years in the business of, as Jane said, creating great gourmet meals, but really taking it a step further, conscientiously choosing fresh local ingredients, making things from scratch in the kitchen, as much as they can from scratch, and then having the great idea about how do we make these. We make them fully cooked, and then we ship them out frozen. So you at home can simply make these in the oven from frozen on a cookie sheet, about 325 degrees for 22 minutes, and you become the gourmet chef in your own home. Do you love it?
They're both delicious.
Thank you. I
kind of
think so.
surprising. Like those flavors. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, for lunch, wouldn't that be great with a nice salad?
Oh, so many ideas.
Tomato pesto. We'll put it with, even your caprese salad and have this as part of that meal. So good. So very popular again. The bacon and, is it called bacon and cheese?
Bacon and cheese.
That combination has been the most popular. And 134330, it's the simple ingredients and the freshness of that coming together when they're warm, that really makes these.
I say they're doing such great things with the incredible edible egg that like is all over the news right now. Eggs.
Some companies are doing incredible edible egg things.
Yeah.
But there are some that look like this, but trust me when I say, if you've tried those ones that are frozen and they come out waxy and they
Not
almost
the
look like a
same.
hockey puck, it's not the same. Trust me when I say, this process and the way that Oak Stove has figured out how to package it and ship it to us, he keeps the original freshness and the flavor that you get from the restaurant.
And it's almost foolproof the way
Right.
when you take them out of the oven. I mean, let's face it, if you're going to have a great brunch for Easter, for Mother's Day, your protein most likely is going to be the star of the show. You're going to kind of build around that. So you can try doing this by yourself, but they've got this magical way of putting those fresh eggs and the heavy cream and all the locally sourced ingredients together. So when you take them out of the oven or the air fryer, if you will, every single time, they're nice and moist and cheesy and warm, and then you figure out everything else on the table.
So good. Have them in your freezer, and that way you've got something that you can put together for a luncheon, something you can eat for breakfast or beyond. All right, so here are your choices one more time. The first one is the cheese and bacon, right?
Yeah.
You can get all of them shipped immediately, or you can have them shipped on May 5th. If you want the bacon and cheese to ship immediately in the 16 count, there are fewer than 100. And if you want them in the 8 count, we just have a few more than that. All right, then we go to the brand new tomato pesto.
Yum.
If you want it to ship immediately in the 16 count, we have 150. Fewer than 1,000 in the 8 count in the immediate. So either one, please don't wait. And if you want a combo, the only way to get it is in the May 5th ship week, and that is for the 16 count only, correct? And that would be 8 of the individual in the pesto and 8 of the bacon and cheese.
And not only are these super delicious, but they are incredibly versatile as well in here. So many things you can do with them. Remember, you don't need the crust in these. These are already fully cooked, and a lot of times people just scrape it all out and throw the crust away. Save your carbs for my grandma's coffee cake. That's what I always say. Or Jenny's swirl bread. I don't know.
Good, I love
Shameless self-promotion here.
It's funny.
But they're great just as a protein because they're about 200 calories on average. You got about 10 grams of protein in there, really filling you up. I love it out the door on a Just Bagel.
Oh, that's
smashed.
a good idea.
It's a really good way to make a great sandwich. I put a little bit of lettuce and tomato on there as well. But let's look at some other things you can do. If you want to get a little fancy schmancy, take any one of our delicious steaks here at QVC. Happy to meet you, Ristelli's, Kansas City Steak Company, and top it with either one of those. Here we have the tomato pesto on top. Then you finish it off if you want to get a little fancy schmancy. How about
hollandaise?
Just a nice dollop of hollandaise and let that run down the sides on here. Or if you want to keep it simple, light, we're getting into spring, we're getting into warmer temperatures depending where you are. How about just a simple salad? Look, you've got a beautiful mixed green salad. So you're getting all of your vegetables underneath and just a few of these or one of them on top with a salad, if you will.
Do you ever eat eggs and wonder why, or make them yourself and wonder why they don't taste as good as they do in the restaurants?
Like
I don't know what
always.
the secret is. I don't care, but it's in here.
Yeah, it is.
When you heat these up, they have the perfect balance of salts, of herbs, of cheese and bacon, or that new tomato pesto.
Yeah.
So,
roasted tomatoes.
literally taking the pesto and then putting it with roasted tomatoes, putting it with the delicious creamy egg and cheese. I mean,
together.
It is a really good treat.
So
and then
good.
throw a little salsa like you're getting ready to do on that. Oh my gosh.
Cherry tomatoes in the air fryer on one of the little cookie sheets and some parchment. Give it a little spritz of olive oil and just roast those off. Look how beautiful that is. Now you take that and you put that on the top of this. So now you've got your protein. Now you've got your carbs with little waffles in there, if you will. I say save that crust for your waffles on there. And then underneath, how about some of that happy to meet you bacon? And the look, all the vegetables on the top. Imagine you're getting into the eggs, always creamy, always velvety, always custardy, and so easy to make at home. You always have these at the ready.
You know what's really interesting now too? Everybody is throwing eggs on top of their burgers, so this would be the perfect addition, especially
I think so, sure.
that delicious tomato pesto.
I would love
on
that.
top of a burger would be so good.
Would be really good.
I can put these on my blacktop and cook them that way.
You can. You absolutely can. I recommend them simply enough from frozen. On a cookie sheet in the oven, 325 degrees for about 22 minutes. You want to kind of put your finger on the top, and if they jiggle a little bit, they're done. You don't want to overdo them. Can you go in the air fryer with these? Why, yes. My husband actually experimented with his little Paris Hilton pink air fryer.
Really?
In his man cave. Somebody gave him. How about 300 degrees for about 15 minutes?
I love how she puts all the peripheral information in there with that too.
Now, if you want to go microwave, I'm going to tell you, you want to thaw it out overnight in the refrigerator, because the microwave and eggs, you got to be really careful. About a minute in the microwave, then you slap it on a toasted Just Bagel, and you are out the door.
The great thing about this, though, they're so quick in the oven.
Yeah, they really are.
I love using my microwave to reheat stuff, but something like this, just take the time to put it in the oven, and you'll enjoy like such an experience. Or put it in the air fryer, or throw it on that Blackstone.
Oh, look at
the
cheese.
inside.
Look at the inside. Look at
Perfectly
how that
creamy.
cheese. It's that hickory smoked bacon from Georgia. They have butchers in house that hand trim all those meats. Everything is sourced locally, so you know it's the freshest of the fresh. So that smoky bacon with that Monterey Jack and Swiss cheese, which are a little bit on the nutty sweet side, with all the herbs and spices, but the heavy cream and eggs.
Is the bacon and cheese still the one that's most popular? Mike, the bacon and cheese, not surprising. I mean, those kind of flavors together are perfect, but I love expanding our horizon, experimenting with, classic items in new ways. That tomato pesto is going to be that experience.
Let's talk about that again. So earlier on I said, I liken this to an Italian summer in a quiche. So in Italy, you're going to have the best tomatoes. Italians love to roast tomatoes. I know, I grew up in an Italian family. We always grew our own tomatoes and roasted them. So roasting them brings out that flavor. So you've got flavor on flavor. You've got scratch made. Look at the cheese pull on that. You've got a scratch made basil pesto in there. No pine nuts though. I did not see pine nuts in the ingredients because someone asked me about that. But the Parmesan and the mozzarella cheese and
this is a tomato
cream.
Forward.
Oh, this is
quiche.
so good.
Yep.
If you want something that does not have meat in it, but you want the heavy cream and eggs and cheese, this is really the way to go, something different. Wouldn't this be lovely on top of like a capellini pasta? Maybe even cut up into the pasta in there so you have pieces of it in the pasta with a little extra drizzle of olive oil would be delicious.
It's really surprising.
It's really good.
Like, I almost feel like this is almost less breakfast and more lunch or dinner.
Is this the first time you tried it?
This is my first time trying
And you know
this
what?
one.
The protein in this, if you're looking for protein in the morning, here she comes. We know.
I already got to try these today, but they were so fantastic at noon.
Did you have?
We had a presentation.
Okay.
Thank
Which
you.
one
What
did
was
you
your
have?
favorite?
I like the bacon.
The bacon, of
Yeah,
course. Okay.
super creamy, super delicious.
There you
And you
go.
know what just occurred to me because I was ordering groceries online yesterday? All of the eggs were sold out except for one, and the prices have gone through the roof for
eggs.
So our price didn't go up. And it's not just the egg, you get everything with it. So gourmet and delicious.
And on auto delivery. So you're locking in the
And
price.
exactly, you get to lock in
Yay,
the price,
I know.
and it's available.
8 for $30, $4.99. Double it, save $4, $5, and again, for easy pay. Whatever you choose. 4 payments. You can get it in time for Easter, which means you can also have it in time for Mother's Day if you place your order for an immediate or a 5/5 ship week. Check out when you get these. Don't put them in your cart, but then check out because it is not yours and it is not ordered until you click checkout.
Yeah.
So we invite you to do that. If you want to get the combo in the 16 count for either ship week, we recommend that. That way you can try both. Because I would feel like, Terry, I'm sure she would like the tomato pesto, but then when you taste the bacon, you're like, oh my gosh, right?
They
So,
get a
and
combo.
vice versa.
That's why we
could
give
be
you
the
that.
case. So
Sure.
I love that combo. But continue in the process of placing your order. Take advantage of the big deal price. That price goes up at the end of the day today, and 134-330. Now you finally
Man.
get to eat it yourself,
Oh,
right?
man.
So good, right?
I never get tired of this, seriously.
Me either.
Oh my
Me
God,
either.
so good.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you a little later
All right,
on.
see you later. I'll be back in David's show tonight.
Sounds great.
That's it.
All right. Oh, you want me to go this way or so I just stay here? Are we good? Oh, okay, I'll go this way. All right, so I'm going this way so I can show you the top that I'm wearing, which is actually